Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Mountain Blade Warband. It's been a little while since Warband, but also since streaming in general. That's because my internet has been having a great multitude of issues. I could still be doing so today, but it seemed relatively stable, my internet at the moment, so my hope is that things are going to be okay. I'm going to need to get myself refamiliarised with what on earth we were doing. I think we're working towards independency, so we're working kind of our money as best we can, but also our army to make sure that we are as ready as we can be going forward. But man, upgrading troops is expensive. Although the bodyguards are of course very strong, but you know it's a lot of money to upgrade to one Huskar. We're currently at war with Gwynedd here, who are the big Welsh faction. And we're going to go see if we can get some lords captured there, some money, some war trophies, all of which are very useful. We've got 170 troops. We don't want to probably do more than that, purely because we're going to, I think, struggle with morale if we go any higher. Hello, cucumbers. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Thank you very much. I'm hoping my stream will... I'm hoping the stream is okay in terms of the viewing quality. If it is very blocky, please do let me know. Looks smooth, good. If that changes, I would really appreciate it if you let me know. I'd be very, very grateful indeed. But I was checking, my internet looked relatively stable, so I thought I'd give it a go. Even if we only get like an hour's recording in, that would still be good. Supposedly, according to my internet provider, it should be fixed by 6 PM this evening, which is in about 15 hours or so. Although they've made many promises in the past and it hasn't turned out to be true. So, yeah. Yeah, I thought we'd go with the shirtless men game purely because this is a fairly kind of... It doesn't have that much... it doesn't kind of impact my computer that much, so it should give us every chance of having a good stream. I think my horse might be lame because it's going incredibly slowly. Let's let everyone charge. I mean, our horse is probably going to die either way because it's on like... There we go. The horse is crippled. If it wasn't crippled, it's now crippled. Ow. I feel like we're in a bad position here. No problem. Don't let your food burn. If you're cooking food, I'm not the priority. Don't worry, I understand. We need to actually just keep our shield up here, otherwise we're going to end up dying. Let's send them in charging. Ow. There we go, off to you. We have no health. I'd rather get knocked unconscious purely because of the renown loss. Like, we'll win the battle, so that's not the problem. Just in general, I'd rather not kind of die. That'd be useful. I think we have won that battle. We just about survived. We'll take these guys prisoners because prisoners always make us money, and money is useful. I don't think we'll take the priests or the peasant women. They're not particularly useful in the grand scheme of things. We also have some ale here, which I completely forgot about. Is that for a quest, or is that we just picked it up to sell somewhere? I think we picked it up just to sell somewhere, that's fine. We can't sell in Cirencester, that's for sure. Let's head back to London, we can sell it there. That's probably the best option we have. Just keeping an eye out for any hostile lords. Our village has been raided. We also need to get rid of this ale, otherwise our army is going to actually end up drinking it all, which is not going to be that useful. Although the sell price here is not great. I don't know, we probably won't have made a profit on that ale, but I just want to get rid of it before my troops just end up drinking it all, because that's not going to make money at all. At least I can make back some losses. I think we must have done some raiding of some caravans because we've got jewellery and stuff like that, which is pretty expensive. We'll have to sell that somewhere else. And tar also sells for a nice amount, which is excellent. Go to the weaponsmith, sell the jewellery. Lucky he can actually afford it. Actually, we'll keep that honey. That honey we can use for food. Put the cheese up here as well. And sell the rest. Excellent. That should put us back over 50,000. And we'll see if there's a prison broker here. There's not, but we're not too far away from Chippenham. And as long as Chippenham isn't in enemy hands, which it's not, we can go sell our prisoners there. I think probably another 2 or 3 parts and we'll be ready to go independent. We just want as much money as possible, really. The real thing is we need to... Oh, hello. You see a crane circling above your party. Tell your men that the crane symbolises victory, ignore it. Or the crane signifies bad fortune, but you have faith in your men. No, the crane symbolises victory. The crane was a symbol of war from the ancient Celts. Your men are impressed by your knowledge and grateful that the gods are with them. We get a 5 morale. Excellent. Especially as morale is such a huge issue at the moment, it's not a bad thing at all. Let's speak to Ethelmer here. I would like to sell all my prisoners. They're not the best prisoners, they're not going to fetch too much at the slave market, but it's still money we wouldn't have had otherwise, so it's not a bad thing. Anyone else here that we need to speak to? I don't think so. Let's make sure everyone is upgraded, because I don't know if we're going to be able to win battles by numbers. It's going to have to be mostly via quality, and often we've had the numbers, but we haven't had the quality of troops. Going up against kind of the Welsh factions, that's been clear, so it's something we need to work on, that's for sure. The real question is, where are we actually going to start our independency? Because it is not all that clear. We need to find a relatively weak faction. The Kingdom Glissing has lost Escancester now. I'm wondering what the best place to actually go independent is. It's not Cornwall, because Cornwall is pretty strong now. I want to find a relatively weak faction to go after, preferably on the mainland, as opposed to, as opposed to going to Ireland, because I'm not very popular in Ireland. Maybe this yellow faction. I think these are, the Kingdom of the Uladh. They're pretty strong over in Ireland, but they're an Irish faction. They may not have so much support over here on the mainland in terms of kind of lords always being there. I'm going to head up that way. I'm going to see if any of those places look ready to potentially take over in future, because we might just be able to use that to our advantage. And then if we can just keep the open seas, if we can keep the seas to ourselves, that'd be good. The only issue I can see is that if we do set up here, there's not an active... We wouldn't have an active city, like a major town, that we could kind of rely upon. We'd have to rely on someone else's town. It's not a problem, but we just need to be aware of that. There's a feast in the Orkneys. We can't get to the Orkneys, our boats aren't around here at the moment. But also it means we're relatively near Edoras, which is our kind of little household area with 250 troops inside, which is not nothing. I just want to see if these are relatively well defended or not. I don't like seeing that lord there already. That's a village. Quilnam, how many men have you got? See, Quilnam's only got 119, so that must have been fairly recently taken over. The Irish faction are a weird one because they're quite strong, but they don't have much armour from memory. I'm going to go have a look at the other castles here up in Scotland. 288 there in the Uladh, although 68 of those are only labourers who are not very strong. And I'm going to go check up at Balaverti as well. Pretty sure that's not how I'm supposed to say it, but that's how I'm going to say it. There are a few of their lords around, that's the only thing we need to be aware of. But this might be a good starting point, that's for sure. Okay, that's Alban and Connacht are at war, that's fine, we don't need to particularly worry about that. Ooh, 382 troops there, I don't like that. 336 there in Dunaverty. It's not an ideal starting point. We could go after Denmark, but Denmark's got their own little land here. It's going to be hard to make progress there. Honestly, I think what I would rather do, I'd rather get myself a piece of land within the Kingdom of Lathland and then revolt and take over Lathland kind of internally. But that may not be possible. We'll have to find out. Let's deal with these chaps here. Commander options. Rousing speech. No, we lose some morale. Wonderful. Skirmishers don't have any progress. Welcome back, cucumbers. Is everything still okay with the stream? Nothing too blocky? This is a very mountainous or hilly map. Okay. I've been watching a lot of The Last Kingdom recently, which was an excellent BBC and Netflix production, kind of this time period. You just had a massive pause spike. Interesting. It's kind of holding less than it should be. For example, I should be streaming about 6,000 bits. This is holding around half of that. It's holding about 4,000 at the moment. No, I don't think it is you. I think it's still at my end. So I still don't know if it's quite enough to stream properly with. It's getting there, but it's not quite enough. Oh, it's annoying. Do we stop or do we keep going? I'm going to attempt to keep going, and if it gets really bad, can you just let me know, please, cucumbers? I'd greatly appreciate your help, especially as Whiskers is not here today, so I have to rely on someone else. Let's see if these guys all have shields. That's scary. Okay, let's make sure our horse doesn't end up just being crucified again. It's already crippled. Okay, we've done some damage with our frame weapons. Let's get in behind now. I don't think this is going to be a very profitable battle, but we'll still get us some prisoners, some gold, some loot. Oh, that's not a bad thing. We definitely need to work on getting a new horse, though, because this one is incredibly slow. It's barely faster than the troops I'm trying to chase. There we go, deal with you. See a chap over there, let's go deal with him. I need to get myself a second monitor or something, because every time I want to have a look at my bitrate I have to kind of tab out the game. That doesn't do very well either. Okay, they're running, we should be okay. Defeated the enemy, wonderful. Get one prisoner, show the loot as is common. Again, I don't think this is going to really, break our bank in a positive way, but it's going to at least provide some extra money. Oh, hello Ken, how are you doing today? Although the horse is crippled, it's a good excuse to give a companion a horse, absolutely. Thing is though, this isn't Pendor, the base game. Horses are expensive. If we just go to Squeen here, our nearest major town. No, we're not, because we are no longer relations with these guys. Okay, let's go to the Danish town then. This mod, horses are so expensive. We're still making profit per week, which is pretty remarkable. But like, even the most basic timid pony is 6,000 pennies. And like, they just don't get any armoured horses, that's the problem. It's not like Prisoner or Pendle where you can just armour, where they have so much armour on them. You know, £10,000 for a meek horse. That's a lot. But yeah, I mean, all the crippled horses just eventually go to companions. In fact, I think I'll see if the companions have any lame kind of, or any ponies they can give me. So Clovis has a horse. Clovis has an actual horse, but we don't have riding of 2. Beda, what about you? So Beda's got a lame pony like me as well. Actually, we can level up. Let's go to skills, put one into riding, and now we can use that horse. Wonderful. So we're just gonna steal. We're gonna steal Clovis's horse. This is an actual horse, not a pony. So the speed is a lot better, but still no armor really. I do hope the viewing experience isn't too annoying with the kind of lack of stable internet connection. I do apologise once again. Okay, what the problem is, for us to actually make any progress, we need to go to a war with Squin, and we actually need to hold on to some land, and then we need to keep pushing until our lord says no, he's not going to give me the land, and that way we can rebel and take over Lethland from inside, as it were, from the inside out. Because if we don't take over there, I don't know where we're going to start off action. Because I don't think down south is the way to do it, because you have the Kingdom of Cornwall here, Kingdom of Gwynedd, Kingdom of East Angle, and the remnants of the Kingdom of Wessex, all of whom are very powerful factions in their own right. So where do we even start? Potentially Ireland, but there's no real weak. I mean, there's Airlich here, and they've only got 2 wide areas. But I've checked Airlich before; it had like 700 troops inside, I think. We could go for Norway or Denmark, or possibly to Frisia. But if we do that, then we are completely cut off, because we'll be on our own landmass. And we've got our area here at Edoras, so I really don't know. I still think it might be the Kingdom of Uladh that we start in. I'm not entirely sure what the best way forward is. That's the problem. Let's go just double check these places again. Because my hope is that when we do go independent, we will get some of our own. We get some of our kind of own lords to do things as well. There's a trader. Come here. Traders mean money. But once we start our own faction, I'm hoping we can make some of our companions into lords, or at least get some lords from other factions. Because that would be incredibly useful. Let's start battle holding position. Any commander options? Rousing speech? Good speech. Back. And we also managed to kill 3 spearmen, which is useful. Okay, let's start battle holding position, see how we do. Oh, we got a proper horse. This is so fast. Right, infantry, charge, spearmen, charge. Archers on the hill. Let's go after you. These traders and Gwynedd are no joke though, so we need to be a little bit careful. You'd personally raid a random Irish faction who's fighting another Irish faction, waiting for them to be weakened, then take a town. That would take a few weeks in game, probably. Hopefully not in real life. Can you imagine if the siege actually took like 3 weeks? That'd be incredible. Probably when Alba has weakened Nathan, then you should take another town. I mean, I would agree that would probably be my standard strategy. My problem is there's a very complex quest line in Ireland that I did, and it meant that I'm not very well liked in Ireland because I kind of chose the wrong options. But it probably is the right people to go after. I mean, the thing is, when we get out of this, I'll show you. The Kingdom of Uladh is an Irish faction by trade. Take all of this, share all the loot, but I want the good loot really for myself. There we go. The Kingdom of Uladh here in the yellow are in general an Irish faction here on the mainland island. However, they do have some territory here in Scotland and also Northern England. Actually no, that's still Scotland. And they've got a couple of weak castles I think I could take. But there's no town here I could go after. Airlich, the Kingdom of Airlich is probably the weakest of all the Irish factions. They've only got a castle here and a town. But from memory, there's about 700 people stacked inside Airlich. And I don't know if I would manage to do that. I wouldn't want to go after these guys down here, they're pretty strong. Maybe the Kingdom of Lagan down here? Maybe we can go do some scouting. Let's go find our ships. They're down in East Angle. Let's go do some scouting of Ireland. We do have our refuge with 250 men inside. So actually starting here would not be the worst thing in the world. But it does also mean we would anger Northumbria because we'd be taking their lands kind of in tandem. But yes, if I could find an Irish faction who's fighting 2 other Irish factions, if the Kingdom of Uladh would fight like 3 other Irish factions, that would be the time to go, really. Is that time going to be now? Kingdom of Uladh. They're at war with Denmark. Okay, now's not the time. If they're at war with Denmark, now is not the time to go in. Once Uladh is fighting with like at least 2 other factions, make sure to get that sweet lassie before you run against Lathand. Well, yeah, I mean, I need to get the sweet lassie anyway, but it wouldn't be a problem because I wouldn't actually be rebelling against Lathand because I just leave and then start. I'll just go independent against. I'll go independent against Uladh. I think that's the thing. I don't know what you mean. All of the characters in this, certainly the ladies, are absolute gems. Sweet lassies, absolutely. It's slightly unfortunate character models, but at least I have the names. She does have a very nice red tunic on. Okay, I'm just going to go grab my ships and do a little bit of scouting on the Irish mainland to see how we are doing there. The relation penalty might be inconvenient if you leave the faction, yes. Although I think that's only mostly to do with... I think I already have permission from her father. You know what, we can drop by Asgard, because we've got a quest anyway. We'll drop by Asgard on the way past. And see how things are doing up there. We could even do a bit of a trade run as well if we're feeling ambitious. But for now, let's just go speak to Asgard. Up at Dunbeatty, or Balbeatty. Both Norway and Denmark are actually coming in here on the English mainland, which is a little bit of a concern. Okay, let us go for a landing point. That's her father there. I think I do already have permission to visit the lady. Yes, I do. One of the guards winks at me. She's devoted, relation 100. Can we get married? you think we might have a future together, my lady? It is good to hear that your intentions are honourable. However, I'm not ready to commit yet. What do you mean? You're devoted. Your relation 100. I can't get you up any higher. I can't get you up any higher than that. Can you tell me what would convince your lady to marry me? Now speak. None of that is actually useful. Okay. This is a weird castle. We have 100 relation with her. I genuinely can't get it up any higher. Can I speak to you, the father? Someone took my soapstone. Ridiculous. Okay. Let's do... We're going to do a kind of roundabout trading run. But we're going to do it backwards from the way we normally do it, which is a bit odd. But we'll go for tar, we'll go for wine. And then we will go and scout Ireland or Hibernia and see how they're doing there. Let's stop off at Tunsberg. There we go. Trade with the locals. We can also recruit here. Hey Huth, did you think... I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. I don't know if that's just terminology I'm not familiar with. Do you think BC adding PK to the server... Is that Discord related? I don't know if I'm just being stupid because it's 2 AM in the morning, which is entirely possible. But anyway, yes. I honestly haven't given Discord much thought. I need to kind of do more on it. There's only like 6 people in the Discord, and I'm one of them, so currently it's still not a huge priority yet, but I do need to work on it, yes. Okay. Right, let's go trade with the locals. Take all their tar, because tar is incredibly profitable. Wonderful. I'm not going to take the ale, because that never seems to end up going well. They just tend to drink it all. But I will take some of the other food as well. Do these furs sell well anywhere? Let's just have a quick look, because the furs might sell well in another part of the world. Selling it, actually, yeah, we can. That's fine. We can buy the furs and sell them at Dublin. We're going to be going over to Ireland anyway. That's not a problem. Let's go. We don't need to stop at Denmark, I don't think. What we do need to do is go to Frisia. There we go. Over to Dorstad. Thorshof. Honestly, I think the last 3 factions I'll be going after are Denmark, Norway, and Frisia. Just because they're, if I'm having to cross the ocean each time, I don't think it's really the best use of my time. Wilton's been besieged by Cornubia, Alban, Northway. I can't speak. North Vega, which is Northumbria. No, sorry, North Vega is Norway. I'm getting all mixed over today. Okay, let's come in here. We will support your Olaf because he is our potential father-in-law. Someone keeps on stealing my items, and I'm really not very thrilled about it. There's also competition here, so we will do that. If you guys could not steal all my furs, that would be really... Oh, you have a lot of money, my word. Yeah, if you guys could stop stealing all my furs, that would be appreciated. I don't know who's stealing all the furs, but I'm not... Actually, we'll just sell the furs here. They make enough money. And that way someone's not going to steal them going forward. We'll pick up all the wine. Although people will definitely drink that. Is there somewhere we can sell the salt, which is actually a decent enough profit to make it worthwhile? Selling it at Kiel Kenich. Where's that? I think that's an Irish town. Possibly a Welsh town. Notes, locations. Yes, that is an Irish town. Town of the Moomain, I believe. Ah, yes, if we sell the salt here, that's fine. We're going to go over to Ireland anyway. So I'm happy to pick up some more money. That we'll pick up some salt, that's not a problem. So we'll trade with the locals again. We'll pick up all their salt. At a fairly decent cost, but that's okay. And we will see if we can get some money out of this tournament as well. And also that does improve our relations with this town should we win. Please stop throwing things at me. Ow. Stop throwing things at me. There we go, deal with you. Ow. Sometimes I miss Prophecy of Pendor and I could just become like an elite sniper and I could just win that way. 4 teams of 5 fighters. I don't like this at all. If I could pick up one of these guys' axes or swords, that'd be good. Sword. Thank you. As long as I have a sword, I'm relatively more confident. Let's also pick up another shield if we can. Having a spare shield. Oh, that's a lot of blue. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Please don't both go for me. Please don't both go for me. You two need to fight each other, blue and green. I'll fight whoever's left, which is definitely going to be blue looking at it. But all my teammates are dead. Okay. You have an axe, but we have a spare shield should we need it. There we go. Excellent. 2 teams with 8 fighters. That's going to be an almighty scrum. But we do have an axe, which is nice. Ow. Okay, dealt with you. Let's try to go after these skirmishers here at the back. We've lost our shield. But luckily our team were there to save us, thank goodness. 4 teams of 2 fighters. Okay, is anyone coming in for us? No, they're not. Wonderful. So we can go with our champion fighter here. Let's try keep him alive if we can. Wonderful. And we're going to have to go after... It looks to be the blue team there who we're going to be fighting. Yep. Our friend doesn't have a shield though. You have a sword. I don't like that at all. There we go. Well done, champion fighter. You saved the day yet again. 2 teams of 1 fighter, and we're now into the one-on-one fights. Where are you going to come from? That's the question. Oh, you're there. Okay, we both have spears and shields. Come on, lad. Ow. There we go, into the water, but we're okay. Can we actually leave through here? I'm guessing it's going to stop us. Ah, well, we didn't even get to test it. We have a shield and axe. That's my favourite combination in this mod. And he's also a shield and axe, so we can't be too confident. But there we go. That should be a tournament 1. And only 4,000 pennies. You don't get as much as you do in perhaps some of the other mods. Because in some of the mods you get like 20,000 for betting on yourself in a tournament. Right, we're gonna stop off at Canterbury and sell our wine because otherwise people will drink it all. And then we will sell the salt over in Ireland when we head over there to have a bit of a scouting of how they're doing over there. Landing point here, wonderful, thank you. Into Canterbury we go. Let's just visit the mead hall, see if there's anyone here who's important. There's not. I'd rather not fight that belligerent drunk. Not because I don't think I'd win, but purely because it's just a bit of an inconvenience to do so. Okay, we'll sell some wine here. The wine and tar route is such a profitable one. It's incredible. Weaponsmith, we can sell, I think, all the rest of the wine there. Wonderful. I don't think there's any made. There's wool cloth here, but there's not. I don't think there's anything there which is particularly useful in terms of trade. We could ask some more recruits, but let's... As we're going to be crossing the ocean, I think it's important we don't go too heavy-handed on army. Obviously, when we go in for independency, that's when we will be putting on as many troops as possible. Let's head over to the southern part of Ireland. Connacht and Alban have made peace, that's okay. We're just keeping an eye on the diplomacy. When Uladh goes to war, we... Hang on, come back. There was a ship there. I think there's a Gwynedd ship. Oh, it is a Gwynedd ship. You know what? Let's... I haven't done a ship battle in quite a while. Let's take you on. I'm Guslav, sir. Okay. You're Christian. Surrender or die. Let's go. 165 versus 116. Let's hope this is actually a successful fight. And let's get going. The majority of our... Okay, majority of our men are all in this main ship. We do have other ships. We don't really have the men to actually put inside them for the time being. That second ship there is kind of our backup ship with all our terrible troops inside. And they have 2 ships. Oh no, sorry, we do have another ship over there on the right hand side. That's good. Obviously the flagship is the biggest one. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad decision to have our biggest ship as the flagship, but I just like the idea of the flagship being the biggest and most important one. What side? Okay, they're going to go there. Let's try and increase the speed a bit. If we... Okay, sailing we can be a bit quicker, which is good. We'll come in here. Hopefully. I think the other ship's going to get there first. Oh, it's going to be a little bit of a weird crashing. Let's try just... Okay, because they're actually going to massacre that other boat by themselves. That's the problem. Oh, wow. Did you see? That guy's like a magician. Did you see that? It was incredible. Okay, they definitely massacred that other boat, that's for sure. We need to... We're having a little bit of issues because of the way things are occurring. These guys are floating in midair. Wonderful. Ow. We need to actually get involved in a fight, but we can't do that because our boat's doing some weird magical things. What on earth is going on? There we go. I think this is the more important fight over here. It's probably going to lose us quite a bit of men, that's the only thing. Let's go after the Sea King if we can. Or ship captain. I don't think he's a Sea King, he's just a ship captain. But he hurts, this guy. There we go. Got with the Slave Hunter. There we go. Okay, we will win this, but it's going to have cost more than I perhaps might have liked because of some dodgy ship mechanics. But that's okay. I'm hoping we can get some good profit out of this, either war trophies or similar, but at least we should get some good renown as well. Let's jump over. The more we can do to knock these guys out, the better. There we go, wonderful. Excellent. How many men did we lose there? Arguably probably much more than I would have liked. We lost 18 men. There. Okay. That was not the best battle, but I don't know what the ships are doing because people were floating in mid-air and everything. We should have gone around the other side really, but that's okay. We're going to take this guy prisoner. We can also take some Irish prisoners as troops. Including some Irish horsemen who will last all of like 3 seconds before dying. Because they are not very strongly armoured, and horses in this mod are just not its strong suit. Something like Pendor, horses and archery is great, but not so much in this mod. Do standard bearers raise morale? I believe they do, both standard bearers and also hornmen, I believe, also raise morale, but they tend to die quite quickly, I find. That's one of the issues I have with them. Yeah, they die in almost every moderately difficult engagement. That's why I don't tend to get them. Because it takes so much time to train up and quite a heavy cost to upgrade someone. I'd rather upgrade someone who has enough, who will survive more than 1 or 2 difficult engagements. I would much rather do that and just keep a positive morale in other ways. Wow, 5 battle trophies. Okay, that justifies this entire battle. And we also got a war trophy as well. Excellent. Chuffed with that. Yeah, they just die too quickly. I find that's my problem with them, as you say. Okay, I think that was actually well worth doing, and it does keep hopefully Gwyneth on their toes a bit. Let's get over to Ireland. I will go see our lady friend and spend the night, even though she doesn't want to marry me, despite the fact we have literally as high a relation as we can possibly get. So maybe we could speak to her at a feast. That might change her mind. Albert and Mia made peace. How's our persuasion doing? It's a +6. If we can't convince her to marry us at +6 persuasion and 100 relation, I don't know what we can do. Right, let's sell all of these. Let's just sell all of this basic stuff first. The salt sells here pretty well indeed. Wonderful. Let's just make sure we sell all the kind of basic stuff first. There we go. We can start selling some of the salt. If we get up to like 100,000 pennies, that'd be very good indeed. 3488. Okay, and now we can redeem a battle trophy. So a battle trophy, battle trophy, battle trophy, battle trophy, battle trophy, and a war trophy. I don't think I've ever got 6 kind of trophies before in a single engagement. That was really good. That's also a lot of experience for us as well. Still a long way off to our next level, but still worthwhile doing. Now that we're here in Ireland, I want to go after this Mystic Circle. I don't know if this is one we failed before. I'm just going to quickly save before I go in, not because I'm going to reload, but these can often be game-ending events inside these things, and no, we've definitely done that one already. There can often be game-ending events in there, and I just don't, even if I push in here and die, I'm not going to restart the entire game. So I do just keep that as a save just in case. We're making good money at the moment. There is, I think, some ruins here somewhere, which I'd like to go after. No, there's the Mystic Circle. There's some ruins over on the mainland that we need to go after. There's 2 Irish factions I want to check out and see how they're doing. One of them is the Kingdom of Lagan over here. How are they doing in terms of their troop count inside their major towns? 600 there. And I want to check Airlich. I think Airlich is, if I'm not going to go for Uladh, it's going to be Airlich. Norway and Gwyneth are at war. That's okay. That's not an immediate concern of ours. We will keep an eye out for any Gwyneth traders, though. Airlich is there. So that castle, they have 331. But also that's going to be the king there, isn't it? I would imagine. And I also want to go check Airlich itself. Well, that's disgusting. Adria Ed McNeil with 604 troops, and his town has 713, including 252 veteran skirmishers. Okay, we are not going after Airlich. I think the plan is to go after the Kingdom of Uladh here in the yellow, take their land in Scotland, and then sue for peace. I don't, and then because then I can use that as a basis to go after some other factions on the kind of England and Scotland area, maybe down in Wales. Kingdom of Connacht is still pretty strong. I believe there's a lot of troops. I think there's about 600 troops inside the Isle of Man here as well. I think that's got to be the plan then. So that's what we'll do. We will go get ourselves set up there then. So we're going to go speak to all the villagers and do as many tasks as we can for them until the moment that we need to declare war. And that will just be kind of when the right time. It'll be when I can't speak today. Is when they're fighting at least. I'd like to say at least 2 other factions, preferably Irish ones, not ones on the mainland, because then they should hopefully just stay in Ireland. But that also means we'll be close to our refuge, so I think that is important. It does mean we'll likely annoy Northumbria in time, but we're just going to have to deal with that. Okay, let's quickly stop off at Chippenham to sell these prisoners, and then we can go back up to Scotland. You can actually go quite far into this river, into Chippenham, as we know. There's always a guaranteed prison broker here. Would you like to buy all my prisoners? Although I can't sell the lord here. I'm going to have to do that some other way. But we can sell everyone else, and that should. There we go. We're over 80,000 now. We're never going to. Yeah, if we can get over like 100,000 before the time we actually declare war, that'd be excellent. But we are making a good profit at the moment. The only concern I have about this plan is that if I go to war with them, I'm not going to have a town for myself initially. But there are other towns I can utilise, at least to kind of sell the things that I need. Okay, you have 281 troops, I don't want to go after you. So I shouldn't. It's not like I'm not going to be able to actually use any towns. It's just I'm not going to have a town to make me money initially. But I think that's got to be the plan. So, quick check on the old stream. It's kind of managing. It's not quite managing, but it's kind of managing. I do hope it's not too terrible to watch. Okay, we'll go into that little inlet there. And we'll kind of work from there. Would you ever consider moving your camp to a more strategic location? Yes, I would consider it, but I don't know currently where I'd move it to. I put it here because I was based in Scotland, and that would also give me control over some of Scotland, some of Northumbria, which is where I've always considered setting up shop in this part of the world anyway. It also has 250 troops inside. I don't think I can move my refuge. Yeah, I'd have to destroy my current refuge if you want to move it, and I don't have anywhere to put 250 troops at the moment. I have these 250 troops inside to basically reinforce as soon as I take a castle. I just dump my party inside and then go get my troops from Edoras and dump them inside as well. The stream quality is and has been good. That's a relief because I've been waiting like 2 weeks to stream again. I've really missed it. I really enjoy streaming. It's a bit of a hodgepodge army inside Edoras, but they can at least hold a wall. 250 of them is not nothing. Obviously, by the time we actually go for independency, we'll be able to hope we can hold up to 275 troops, so we'll go for as many as possible. And I think we can recruit from a lot of places in Northumbria. I think this is going to be the plan, is these 2 castles here, maybe this one up here, Bella Dunaverty as well. But definitely, I think we'll start probably at Quilnam. Although they are increasing the amount of troops inside. I'm just gonna have a quick look at it as an actual fortress. Obviously, the map is the actual siege map tends to be a little bit different from this one. Excuse me, gents. I don't know if this is where we'd actually be coming in from, but I'm guessing it would just be a ladder engagement. I think it would just be a ladder engagement. I do think actually in this mod, unlike many other mods, you actually have the advantage as the attacker as opposed to the defender, because there aren't high enough or strong enough walls to make them useful enough. Also, if I was just living in this town, I saw a lord from another faction just come and inspect my defences, I'd be very worried. I think that's the plan. So let's go speak to Trifquil here. We need to recruit from the troops, so let's speak to the village elder. We're going to pay off the village elder, and we need to go find the slave. That's fine. I don't necessarily need to recruit from here for the time being, but what I do need to do is get these villages on side. Where is this actual slave area? I don't quite know. Oh, there's the hideout, right on top of that monastery. You can almost think that the monks were giving him a kind of bit of respite there, but maybe not. It would actually be really cool if, instead of like hiding out here just in a very obvious place, they hide it out in somewhere like a monastery and you had to go find them. I'm here to bring you back to your master. Unfortunately, I care little about your destiny. I need to bring you back to your master, as this will allow me to get a good relation with you. I actually don't know where the village elder is in this map, but I'm sure we'll find him. He's going to be the one stationary person. There we go, the local leader. Do you have any other tasks I can help you with? They want some training. I can do some training. That's not a problem. Train the peasants. Although I'm going to have to fight like 3 troops at the same time. That never really goes very well. Your Olaf is going on a campaign. That's fine. I don't particularly care. That is interesting. That's very interesting to me. Kingdom of Northumbria has declared war against the Kingdom of Uladh. War's been declared. I could go now. Forge an alliance with Northumbria. And there's still that went terribly. There's still a war with Denmark, I believe. They're at war with the Kingdom of Denmark and is likely to continue fighting for some time. They've just declared war on the Kingdom of Northumbria, and there's a chance that they'll be going to war with a major faction in Scotland as well. It does mean they're all going to be here in the British Isles, probably, as opposed to Ireland. I don't know. I've got quite a bit of money. There's only 100. Hang on. How many people actually are there here in Quilnam? 176. Isn't it weird how your good aligned companions don't speak out against the slave capturing? Yeah. No, it is weird. I mean, I guess maybe there isn't the actual code in the game, because I think this is the only mod I've ever seen where this is actually a quest to go return a runaway slave. I haven't seen it in any other mod. So it just may not be hard coded into the game. That's the thing. But I agree with you. It'd be cool. Do I go now or do I wait? I haven't got the villagers on side, but that's probably okay. We can do that in time. I don't want Northumbria retaking these lands, because then I can't take those lands. I think we've got to try it, surely. I'm just going to go have a look at... Is my village... Okay, my village is still looted. Let's go. Okay, we're doing this. But before I do that, I want to recruit as many troops as possible. In a hurry. Adventure awaits. Absolutely. That could be the name of the title. Your soldiers come with an old man. After a long conversation, he admits his group wants to join your army and leave their village. Accepting them could cause problems with their lords. You decide to not get involved in local rebellions, not help him and send his dead body to the village, or you could use the extra men. But it doesn't tell me which. It doesn't tell me which village. Okay, so my relation with Dennis Ham has gone down. This, I guess, the village I'm closest to. It's only -2. How many men did it actually give me? 9 farmers. I'll make them into hornmen. They can act as skirmishers and musicians for us. I think I can recruit from Bedmere and from Jorvik. No, I can't. I'm mistaken. Okay, let's check Jorvik. If we can't recruit from Jorvik, we'll go back up to Scotland and recruit from there instead. Let's go recruit from Scotland. We're going to need to be quick, and we also need to find the king, who I actually don't really speak to that often. You're the marshal, King of Lathland. Where? Because he doesn't actually have any land. Because I think initially Lathland has a town in Ireland, but they don't have that anymore. Okay, we're going up to Scotland to get as many troops as we can. We need to be a little bit careful of the Kingdom of Alban because we're not at war with them, but they don't particularly like us very much. Okay, we're going to go recruit from up here in Dunbeatty, Balbeatty. I think the king might be over in the Orkneys, so we might need to go speak to him there. Oh, Kingdom of Gloissing is no more. Who's taken over their land then? Cornwall. So Wessex recovered Eskenham here, Eskencester, and Cornwall took Willem here, or Wilton. So the resurgent faction of Gloissing put a very good effort to stay alive that long, but they are no more. They may yet come back as a resurgent faction, who knows. Okay, Olaf, do you know where the king is? Location of König Gudrod Ragnarsson. He's at Dunbeatty. Wonderful, he's actually here. It's like the fates have aligned. 2 Norse freeholders. I'm going to go recruit before I leave the faction because I think I get a little bit more for doing so. 10 Norse bowmen. Meet the leader. Any tasks I can help you with? I can get you some cattle, that's fine. Because it means I can quickly keep recruiting from here in a hurry, and that is important. We can go to Duntaro here and pick up some cattle. Pretty much anywhere we can get some cattle will be useful. This village here. How much cattle did I actually need? I needed only 2 heads of cattle. I suppose that is the base minimum you would need for a new herd. I want to buy some cattle. I want to buy 2. There we go. And I want to drive those cattle onwards. There we go. Back up to Balbeatty. And we can hopefully get some more troops quickly. If they do have a slave quest there, I will take that as well. Because that's a very quick quest to do. The only quest I don't like doing is the one where we have to train up the troops. That's the one I actively don't like doing. Oh, sorry, Hersir. I didn't mean to anger you there. Cornwall. Oh, that's going to be a big war down in the south. Kingdom of Cornwall and Wessex. These are the two of the powerhouses down this part of the map. Cornwall here in the dark blue and Wessex in the orange. That's going to be a big old fight. And to be honest, when I first started this campaign, I would say Wessex would have that in the bag. I don't know if that's the case anymore. Wessex have only got Canterbury and Chippenham. They've lost a lot of their major towns. Whereas Cornwall, who only normally start with Bosvena or modern-day Bodmin, have taken Cardiff and this other town up here in Wales. I don't think Wessex has got that in the bag. That might be one for Cornwall to win. We'll have to see. Okay, back into Balbeatty. Let us meet the leader. Mother Tasios. I bought the. I thought I bought the cattle back. No, the cattle's still coming. There we go. Okay, he's grateful. For some reason we can't recruit any more troops here for the time being. They don't need any more help for the time being. We're up to 185. Ooh, still may not still be quite as many as I'd like. We'll get 9 horsemen in. I'm sure they're all going to die pretty much straight away. We're also on below average morale, so we definitely need to deal with that before we go independent. But we will go independent now because the king's here. I don't want to have to chase the king around half the map. At least I hope he's still here. Should be very close to Dunbeatty at the moment. Where's he gone? He was just here. Oh, there's a feast as well. Hang on. Join the Lord's Hall. Speak to the... I want to marry you. Why can't I marry you? Let me marry you before I go independent, please. If I leave and go back in, does that work? Or if I go visit the lady? Do we have a future together, my lady? Asgard, come on. I literally can't do anything more. Well, we're gonna be a single king then, I think. Oh, 17 Norse freeholders, yes please. After the stream, if it's still not marriage, if it's still not resolved, I'd have a look. Yeah, you know, I genuinely, I've got 6 persuasion. I have the permission from her father to visit. She's absolutely devoted on 100 relation. I genuinely can't get it any higher. I don't think. It's not the worst thing in the world. I think I have enough right to rule anyway. I'll have to check after this. That's one thing I didn't check is my right to rule. And is important for when I go independent. So, do you need a dowry? Potentially, but I haven't. There hasn't been an option to pay such a dowry. Because normally he's like, oh, I need to provide for my daughter's future. Please give me 20,000 pennies. Fine, but if you don't give me the option, I can't do it. Ow. We're fighting downhill, which isn't great. I don't like fighting with spears one-handed. Ow. Okay, we lost that. Hello, Mr. King. You're not going to like me very much. I wish to be released from my oath to you. It is something I must do, my lord. I will be forfeiting my village. He doesn't like us very much, would you believe? Our relation with Denmark, Norway, and Northumbria have gone down. You don't like me at all now because I've gone independent. It was an honor to serve you. Right. Do you still like me? Okay, I think you do. Can I go for no. Okay. I'm going to need to go speak and ask for permission to recruit in their lands again, aren't I? Now go to the Lord's Halls. I should ask you something. Okay, I don't think we need to actively speak to them again to get recruitment inside. That's okay. He's not going to like us anyway. Because he's suspicious of us. I don't know why he doesn't like us very much, but we must have done something to him. We have 202 troops. We'll get in there. I do want to go to my refuge and get my morale up because sieging in this game is a bloody pain. Like, honestly, it's really tough. So we need to deal with that pretty urgently. Oh, we should have waited to sell that lord, but that's okay. We still made some good profit off that fight anyway. So I'm not too unhappy about that. King of Adam, King of Northumbria, it's okay. What we will... hang on. How do I actually check this? Camp? No. I want to check my... character. That's the one. Right to rule, I have 59 renown. Okay, that's enough for what I need to do. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything else out here. Talk to your captain. I just want to make sure there's nothing I can do. Okay, there's nothing I can do at the moment. I'm going to have a feast, a banquet. 1,000 pennies, yep. And I will lose some reputation to gain 10 morale, that's for sure. And I'm going to go speak to the happy widow, Gula. I think used to have hair. Did you used to have hair? Have you lost your hair? I want to raise the spirits of my men. 15 morale. It's a cost, but it's going to be worth it because we're going to have some real issues when it comes to dealing with this. Okay, go manage the garrison. Who do we want to take with us? We really want to take our best troops, don't we? We take the 52 slave hunters. Okay, we'll take the 52 slave hunters. And we will take 8 spearmen. And we will also take some bowmen, so we have a little bit more range. And we're going to go and declare war. We'll try and make friends with Northumbria. First of all, so they don't attack us, but also then we can go after them. I can't officially siege Queen now until I anger them. Which means I'm going to... Oh, do I want to pick on the farmers? Not those farmers, because they are... Ugh. I might not have a choice. Sorry, lads. I need to wait for some villagers to come out. I'll just have to deal with the consequences afterwards. Yeah, fingers crossed. You're running from someone. Oh God. Oh God, Jesus, no. Why are you here? That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. Why are you here? I guess you're going after Northumbria, but Jesus. I don't want to go to war just now, if you're literally right here. I can't take on 560 of them. Oh, dearie me. I'm going to drop those troops back off. Now, literally right now is not the right time. Soon, just not at this very second. Especially as the morale is such a huge issue when you're such a large group. The morale is such a problem. Ugh. I can't go up against 560 of them at the moment. That's my problem. Let's go to Bedinburgh, speak to the... If there's a... ordering schooled sailor. Can you provide me some morale for my men? 4,300. For 10 morale, I should not have done that. Good grief. Okay, our leadership skill is increased by 1, which means we actually pay a little bit less, I think, per week, which is good. Can also sell that book. Oh, bandits. Wonderful. Charge. There are only slingers for the most... Oh no, okay, there's a lot of people here. Deal with you. I do think we will go independent this part. I just don't know when the... Because there's that king with 600 troops nearby. What on earth am I going to deal with that? Okay, let's go back to Bedinburgh. Trade with the locals. Sell the book. Oh, we also don't have much food. That might be why we're having a bit of morale issue. Actually, let's buy a lot of food because we might be out on campaign for a very long time. That probably hasn't been helping the process of our morale. Let's head to Jorvik and buy some more food. Oh, I don't think I've actually ever got to independency in this game in this mod before, so I don't know what the specifics of how it operates is going to work. I don't know. Ransom broker. I actually don't have any prisoners to sell. If I could find out that the king is like not around, that'd be wonderful. Am I still technically at war with Gwyneth? I guess maybe I am. Honestly, I'm indisposed at the moment. There's no real reason for me to go speak to you because you're not gonna give me anything useful. I'm gonna help out these guys. Oh, I can't get involved. Damn. I actually want the traders to lose that. Thank you. Because then I can go after these Northmen and take all their prisoners. Wonderful. Would you join me? No, you wouldn't. Okay. But it's 41 troops, which I don't need to actually go recruit. It's pretty useful. While they're coming in, I'm just going to have a quick drink of water. Because my voice is getting quite dry. I want to go independent. I'm just concerned that with that guy right there, that could become a huge issue for us. I'm just going to let everyone charge, because there's only 18 of these Vikings. I may as well just let them crack on with it. We're not going to get that much of an advantage from waiting, I don't think. Okay, let's keep on doing this. Keep on sending in some fire. Okay, everyone else can charge now. Oh, there goes my horse. Hopefully it's not crippled. Deal with you. And deal with you. We will even take stuff like farmers and peasant women, who I wouldn't normally take, because they can at least add to the numbers inside of the town or the castle that I take, and that means people are more likely to give us a wide berth if there's just simply more troops inside the building, as it were. So we're going to hire absolutely everyone. I don't particularly care about their quality. I mean, I do care about their quality, but even if the quality isn't great, they can still just be on the walls and be annoying. Share all the loot. It's not going to be much there, but that's 41 troops I wouldn't have otherwise had. Gwyneth still doesn't like me. I want to speak to... you come across unguarded cattle from a nearby village. We will return the animals and ask for no reward. Gives us a bit of reputation, a bit of renown. Quilnam keeps on adding people inside. That's annoying. What about... Okay, they took that town off Northumbria. Northumbria are going to try to take it back. If they don't, we're going to take it off them. If they could go fight over there, that'd be excellent. We need to find a... Okay, we need to make ourselves hostile to the Kingdom of Uladh, that's for sure. You know, one way or another. How can we do that? We go up to Goblin here. No, that's the castle. Trefgob. Great name. First of all, let's recruit here. I will take these 500 pennies, and then I want to actually do something hostile to the peasants. It's not good. It's not that. It's annoying because I'm gonna have to. It's annoying because I'm gonna have to kind of lower my relations with these villages, but I don't see any other choice. Lathan and Norway are in an alliance, so we can kind of make like a three-pronged alliance here. That's not a bad thing. 77 Northland, my word. Okay, I need to find some villagers around. Some actual villagers, not villagers. Because I need to pretty much go after them and destroy my reputation to be able to go after Queen Lam here. Ah, below average again. That's annoying. You lose reputation so quickly when you're a large party. Okay, let's run back to Edoras. Let's try to get some more. Let's get some more morale, and then we're going to go for it. We're going to commit. Have a feast. Have a banquet. 1,000 pennies. I'm going to laugh and drink, but no more than necessary. 5 morale. It's better than nothing, I suppose. And go to the meat hall. Speak to Gula here. I want to raise the spirits of my men. 15 morale, thank you very much. To be honest, if they don't take care again, then I will. It is that. Oh, it's not under siege. Can I siege it? That's even better, because they've just taken that off. They've just taken that off Northumbria, so I can go and take it off them. Let me just have a quick look at the actual castle itself. Okay, I think that's probably okay. We should be okay there. Well, I'm sure. Oh no, I want those village farmers.
My lord.
I'm so sorry. There we go. It's going to knack our reputation. Trefnam and Queenlam are not too pleased with us, would you believe? Come on. As soon as Kerajed is no longer on siege, we're going in. Come on. And if you were to stop coming... Oh, you're there. Interesting. Train the peasants. Chef Crew doesn't like us again. We're still making a profit just per week. Do we go for Queenlam instead? Ugh. Oh, why are you here? Okay, we're gonna let them do their thing and then we'll go away. Right, we're gonna run away, do some other things for the time being. Maybe go do this Northern Longfall. Problem is, because Northumbria are around here, they're sending lords to come protect the lands, which is annoying because really I want to take some land and be done with it. Oh, this is gonna be tough now that we're going independent. Let's hope we manage it, because otherwise we're gonna have to build up again, and that's gonna take a while. Everyone follow me. Let's go over this way first. Go for you. Please don't throw things in my back. Ow. Chop your back, chop your back. Chop all the backs. There we go. Now we can charge over the other side. That's not a problem. We need them to kind of... We actually need them to go... Those Lords of the Uladh to go away again. I'm concerned about how many numbers of troops I'm seeing. Just in general. I don't know what we're going to do in regards to that, but we'll have to find a way somehow. In the meantime, let's try to get some more money and some more morale in other ways. Okay. I think we might actually not win this engagement either, to be honest. Because just, I think the rest of our companions are dead. Ow. Oh, we're definitely not winning this, are we? If we win this, this will be an absolute miracle. Everyone has spears, slightly annoyingly. No. That's annoying, but that's okay. It wasn't for a quest, we were just going to see if we can get some additional money or profit that way. Honestly, I actually don't want to fight you. I've got bigger problems to deal with. Because if people are just hanging out around here, which they are, is someone actually going to hang out in care? Oh, let's... where are they travelling? They're travelling to Machrath. Let's go the other way. At the right time, like now. Give it like a few more seconds for them to get further away. We're going... I hate sieges so much in this mod. Can I just get them to resign? Oh, they are! Oh, that's incredible. They're willing to leave this fort to you and march away if you leave us unmolested. Yes! I don't need to go through the really terrible siege process. You have my word. You will not come under attack if you leave the fort. We'll leave this fort to you. You may have one this day, but we will meet again. That is incredible luck. I can't believe we got away with that. Sire, we have taken Care Rajed. Whom do you wish to give it to? I want to have Care Rajed for myself. As you wish, my lord. You'll be the new lord of Care Rajed. Has fallen to your troops, and you now have full control of the fort. You may station troops here to defend it against enemies. You may try to recapture it. Also, you should select now whether you hold the castle or give it to a faithful vassal. Well, I don't have a faithful vassal. Who do I want to make my marshal? Honestly, Brunhild can be my marshal. Ask for potential recruits. One Norse freeholder will follow me. I have a symbol, which is hopefully gives me morale. Okay. Oh, I get an item. I get a crown. I mean, it's going to be symbolic because it's not going to look anywhere near as it looks nice, but it doesn't barely gives any protection. So that's just going to be a symbolic thing. We are here in Care Rajed. Let us. First of all, we have a lot of things to do straight away. Brunhild here, your service, my lord. I want to dispatch an emissary, first of all, to the Uladh. Am I not at a war with him? I thought I was at war with him. Okay, maybe not. If I'm not actually at war with him, that's fine. Do you have any ideas on how to... I want to dispatch an emissary to Northumbria. That I express my goodwill. We'll send Bagathinos, I think. I want to seize the kingdom's coffers, or I can add money to the... I don't know how that works. I want to reward you for my work as advisor. Okay, this is actually different from some other mods. I want to send a message to all these people nearby. That's fine. I want to change the tax rates. It's currently... Let's just set it at medium, normal. I want to discuss training of my men. I need some men in my garrison to be trained. Actually, no, because there are no troops inside. Stop training men here for the time being, because that's going to cost money. How goes the war? We are quite happy to not be at war with them, but I am at war with someone. If I'm not actively at war with someone, that's good. Well, let's put pretty much all our troops inside. Hoscal. Spearman, veteran. We're going to put everyone inside this castle. If we're not actively at war, that's genuinely quite impressive. But I'm sure we will be soon. And to be honest, probably fairly soon we will need to declare war to keep making progress. But let's at least get this place up to like 600 troops as a starting point, because they have a lot of troops coming in. We're just going to put pretty much everyone inside, because we're only going over to Edoras to get some more troops. Camp women are not going to be that useful, but they can do something. They can at least hold the walls to some regard. North veteran we can put in. British skirmisher, or Britain skirmisher. I can't believe we got that fort for free. I thought we were going to have to siege that. We'll put the Vikings away as well. There's the castle. Ooh, build a smithy, build a brewery. What does the brewery do? The prosperity and loyalty of the fort. I'm going to build a smithy. That's fine. It's only 2,200. And I'm going to run to Edoras as quickly as possible. So are we not actively... Am I not my own faction yet? Players, supporters. Quite... Oh god. Oh god. I'm going to be at war with everyone pretty much in a second. Run to Edoras, get the troops. Manage the garrison. I want every single soldier out of it. Every single soldier indeed. It's going to cost us obviously quite a bit of money to be doing this, but that's okay. Oh, am I not officially my own kingdom yet? Character. Your kingdom, that's the one. Well, I don't want to be the player's supporter's kingdom. That feels stupid. What should I name my kingdom? What's a cool, like, old English thing we can call ourselves? You know what? We will just be the kingdom Britain. We will take over as the Kingdom of Britain. Summary, we don't really have anyone. Oh, hang on, that's going to annoy me, the extra space. I'm British. I started off in... I think it's... we may as well do that. Kingdom... That, oh god, let's do that. We're not really the Kingdom of Britain yet, that's for sure. Map colour. Oh, you go for like a dark colour, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, Kingdom Black. The black, that would be cool. Let's do that. I have a village. Bodo, would you like to become a lord? Would you hold a fief? Hold Trifriged. I'm surprised that you find me worthy to govern men, as I'm just beginning to learn to govern myself in that mood. But if you indeed wish it, I would be most honoured to hold Trifriged in your name. I hereby dedicate myself to the protection of those living there. See? You seem like a nice chap. There you go. Oh, look at this. Colour. Yes. The black seeping throughout the entire map. Current strategy defending. That's interesting that it actually can do that. Oh, I see. It's because I'm the marshal. Royal decree. Oh, that's cool. I'm exploring all this stuff because this stuff is new to me. Because I don't think some of this stuff I haven't seen in any other mods, so this is cool. Changing orders will take a few hours as messages need time to reach your vassals. Defend the kingdom, gather our forces, or none. That's really cool. Order the landed navy to be called out. That's cool. I don't need to do that for the time being. That's cool for it. That's a possibility. So am I not actually at war with anyone? Notes, factions, keen. That's gonna really bug me. And apparently we're not at war with anyone. That's interesting. Go to character kingdom. Rename. That's gonna really bug me that that's like that. Kingdom of Britain. It's got to be the same as everyone else, surely. Notes, factions. There we go. Now we don't look so out of place. But I don't understand why we're not at war with the Kingdom of Uladh. I would imagine that they should be there. I mean, we've provoked a lot of people, which isn't very good. But the Kingdom of Uladh not at war with us? No, but they've got a Casus Belli, I see. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's go back to Kerajed here. Oh, morale. Yeah. Let's get these troops inside. Okay, we have... Oh, please don't kill me, because then I think I'll actually lose the game. Right after I've gone for independency. There we go. Lads, we've just gone independent. You're going to have to give me time to get the morale sorted, okay? I'll get it sorted, but it's not my priority at the moment. Okay, you understand? Set to Kerajed. Manage the garrison. And we're going to put pretty much put all these troops away. And then we can go get some more troops. And also if we deal with our morale issue as well. I will take out on a guard of some troops, so I just need to work out which ones. But I'm just going to put all my troops inside first. Let's see how many troops are going to... Okay, I've now got 486 here in Kerajed. Visit the... Let's tour the grounds. I just want to work out... Yeah. I actually genuinely think it's easier to be an attacker in this mod than it is the defender. That's why I'm kind of overloading my land or my castle with troops. Brunhild, can we go for an alliance? No. Not at the moment. What else can you do? Give me a report on the kingdom. Nothing. It's just that. Okay, we've done that already. Any idea how to strengthen our unity? No, not for the time being. I want you to hire personnel to eradicate tax losses. Ensure they intimidate even you a bit. At the moment, I don't think that's necessary because we don't have that large kingdom. I think that's only when kind of the spread gets quite large that becomes a problem. Can we afford to leave this place alone? I'm not entirely sure. We need to bring some troops with us as purely just as a... We'll take these guys as an honour guard with us. 44 troops only. Still need 447 inside. That's good. Let's go back to Edoras. Let's try and get our troops, our morale repaired quickly. Go to the refugees or the refugees hall. I want to feast. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's go to the mead hall. Speak to Gwilla here, and I want to raise the spirits of my men. 1500. There we go. I should hopefully start getting things back to average, and there's only 44 troops, that shouldn't be a problem. Let's head back up to Scotland and try and get some more recruiting. If we're not actively at war with anyone, I'm going to take this time to fully deck out my kingdom with as many troops as possible. But I need to be careful. I've only got 44 men. I'm used to having a lot more. Can I actually go into these? Ugh, this is what I mean. I'm not as used to being as weak as I am. Okay, I'm still not allowed back into the kingdom of Squeen. That's good. 30. No, I don't think we need to go for that. We're heading up to Dunbeatty Balbeatty. I think we can still recruit from there. Dunbeatty. Actually, can I speak to Olaf Gudrunson? Would you come join me in the field of battle? I understand that you've given Trifrigate to a commoner who calls himself Lord Bodo. Be careful. To learn the art of governance is no easy task, and perhaps it is best that the fathers pass it on to their sons. I advise you against tampering with the institution of lordship. The problem is I don't know who's a noble and who's not. Interesting. 3 Norse freeholders. We can't go to Balbeatty at the moment. Is this village recovered? Yes, it is. If we can get away with it, we will go to our previous village and go get some troops there, because we should be able to get quite a bit. I'm just surprised we're not at war with the Uladh, because we literally just walked into their faction, walked into their castle. I'm not going to say no. My goodness. Can I take that on? 47 troops would be very nice indeed, but there's a lot of troops there. You know what? We'll give it a go. Commander's options. No, we need to have 50 men. We're going to start back to holding position. If we can take these guys out, that'd be very useful to get 67 troops quickly. These Norse veterans are no jokes. They should be able to hold their own against the Vikings, but there is slightly more of the Vikings, so we'll have to see. I'm genuinely surprised we're not at war with Uladh, but I'm not going to turn down the opportunity at a free castle, and they are going to come to war with me soon, that's for sure. But I'm lucky to actually have the time to actually be able to go recruiting and get myself ready, because normally I wouldn't have that luxury. Maybe because we got it via diplomacies, we just asked them to leave nicely, as it were. Maybe because we got it via that instead of actually, physically sieging the castle. That might be why. I don't know. How are we doing? Go. Let's hope we can manage this. We're on a horse. We'll pull back if we need to. We can retreat. Let's hope we can actually do some good damage here. Okay, they're losing quite a few troops, which is good. Oh, we've also lost a quarter of our troops. But I think he... Oh, okay. We're losing this, aren't we? But there's 67 troops as prisoners. I'd like to be able to take them. If I stay on my horse, I might just be able to outrun these guys. Oh, we're definitely losing this. Okay, we're pulling out. We're retreating. It's going to knacker our morale, but that's okay. Run. That was a bad decision. But it was the decision we made. Okay. Agathenos has returned from Northumbria. In general, I say Jarl Halfdan Ragnarsson of the Kingdom of Northumbria distrusts Guthlaf of Kingdom of Britain, and fears that any deals struck between the two realms will not be kept. Duh, not great. Not great at all. Let's get ourselves back to the relative safety of our castle. Oh, we're making a lot of money now, nice. And there's Lord Bodo. Hello, Lord Bodo. Why are you going to Rathkelter? Rathkelter's in the other part of the map. That's in Ireland. What are you doing? What are you and your men doing? Where are you going? No. What are you and your men doing? Oh, he's going there to woo a lady friend, I see. I'll give you some troops. Sadly we can't take troops from him, but that's okay. He's got an interesting army. There we go. Lord Bodo, you enjoy your lady friend. That's fine. Okay, it's clear we need a little bit more of an honour guard than we have. Potential recruits, +1. I'm going to go actually speak to Brunhild. Special emissary to the Uladh. I want to see what they think of me. I imagine it's not going to be very good. I want a report on the party. Apparently 3 people have... 3 people in the whole kingdom are now Norse pagans. Very interesting. Okay, we definitely need a few more troops than the ones we had. Let's pick up these Norse companions as well. That's fine. We are still having issues with morale. That's also going to improve our relation with Kerajed, which is not a bad thing at all. I don't know why there's so many issues with morale. Head back to Edoras and we will speak to our lady friend and get some more morale there. Go to Refugees Hall. No, that's the wrong one. Go to the Meat Hall. No, I can't do anything for the time being. That's okay. Let's send some foragers out. That's okay. Because that's going to help with our food issues. I should have been doing that all this time, really. Let's head down to Wessex and see what we can do there. Get some troops from there, hopefully. I need to work out how to get alliances with other kingdoms, and I haven't quite worked out how to do it just yet. 13 young warriors? I don't think that's worth... I'm just keeping an eye out for if there's any major prisoner groups that I can just attack and get. So I don't have to spend the time actually kind of getting these people ready. So Kingdom of Uladh, I'm not actively... No, I'm not. But you are running from me. That's fine. I'm not going to go after you, because I don't want to anger them more. A country farmer stands before you on the road with a weeping girl behind him. He points his finger, accusing one of your men, saying that he raped his daughter, must be punished. Absolutely. Get out of there. Your men resent the punishment, but recognise your authority. The action sends a precedent for discipline. Good. I don't know who I got rid of, but it can't be anyone that important. Okay, we know we can recruit here in Wessex at some point. Let's help out this Elderman. Just so we might get some relation with him. There's only 18 of them. I don't think it's going to be a huge issue to deal with them. Okay, let's go. This is hopefully going to give us a not a diplomatic reward, but in time maybe we can bring this Elderman over to our side. We'll have to see. Between streams I need to double check on how I get alliances with other factions. Well, I'm guessing maybe not many people will be willing to give me I'm guessing probably they won't be willing to give me an alliance because I'm a new faction. I'm an upstart. I'll send some people out to do some right to rule quests for me. In Prophecy of Pendor, when you do a right to rule quest, you actually get some troops at the end of it as well. But I don't think you do it. You don't in this mod, sadly. let's go deal with you. And there we go. Well done, Clovis. Okay, that's going to help our relation with the Kingdom of Wessex. We've had harsh words in the past, but let us enjoy simply our victory. I should have just given all the loot to my men there, really, to improve our morale. That's okay. East Anglia and Maine have made peace. Seabra, I think I can get troops here. Yes, I can. Saxon Freeholders. Don Warrocester, I certainly used to be able to. But probably not since the new Lord has taken over. So let's go speak to him. I'm guessing we probably can't get some troops. No, we can't get troops off him. I might have made a mistake giving Bodo a kingdom. Or giving him a piece of land. Oh well, we've done it now. I can't take back my actions. Where else do we have rights to recruit from? I think depends who Escancesters now belongs to. We used to be able to recruit from Escancester, but maybe not anymore. Actually, would you guys join me if I paid you? Okay, so the Uladh don't particularly like me either. Welcome back, friend. Would you join me? 5616. I've never done this before. Ah, okay. We lose our reputation. Gotcha. Okay, well, if we're going to do that, we're going to do that for probably better troops. I want you to go get me some right to rule. I know that you aspire to be king of I aspire to be king of this land. Would you then support my cause? I would. People might say that perhaps you don't have royal blood in your veins. But from what I've seen, royal blood makes one essentially a beggar. Kings and nobles take out loans or commission building projects without half a thought to how they're ever going to pay back all these commoners who expect little more than to eat after an honest day's work. If you ask me, an honest tongue makes a man a king, not a fancy pedigree. Well spoken, Strategos. I'm glad you think so. Here's what I suggest. I know men that depend on their silver, men like me who've been picked up and shaken down until they can't take it anymore. Here's what I tell them. You're honest, you respect the merchants, you'll pay your debts, you won't beg your subjects. Very good. Go do that. Go to Escancester. I don't think... Actually, no, Ethelred, Alfred... Ethel... Oh my goodness, it's so hard to say. There's too many A's in this damn language at this time in life. Etheling, Alfred, Ethelwulfing. My goodness, try to say that quickly. Right. Let's head on our way. You know what I do need to build in my new castle is a messenger post. That's important. Because I need to be able to have people contact me in the case of emergency of people attacking us. Uh, 115 warriors, that's okay. Let's get back up to the relative safety of our castle. I'm still very surprised we managed to get that purely just by saying, hi, we won't kill you, but can we have the fort, please? And we're making good profit per week, though, which I'm happy with. I don't think that's going to be worth it in the long run. Eventually we will go after Nam here. 243. But let's just make sure we're fully set up here first in Kerajed. We need enough troops and enough troops to fall back on. Pagans are never going to be welcome here, that's for sure. I don't know why they don't like us very much. Manage the castle. Let's build a messenger post. That's important. When enemies are nearby, that is important to do. Maybe it's to do with the religious differences, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Let's get these guys upgraded, get these prisoners in there, we will deal with them at a later stage. But I tell you what, I think we will call it there for the time being. It's nearly 4 AM in the morning and I've got to get up for work. Well, not get up for work, but go for work in a few hours. It's very nice to be streaming again, I've missed it. We now are our own independent faction. How long this lasts is anyone's guess, because, you know, it may not last very long, but we've at least had the time to get enough. Yeah, we've got a decent army in here now. Maybe not excellent, but enough, and that's hopefully going to be useful. But thank you very much for Ken for dropping by, Cucumbers as well, and then of course anyone watching YouTube as well. I very much appreciate it. Quite the stream, absolutely, very eventful one. Still single though, because Astrid or Asgard, I can't remember, does not want to. She could have been a queen right now, but no. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.